to know. Oh, yeah, we need to show. Listen, watch, and flow. You need to know.
I need to know, I need to know, I need to know. You need to know, you need to know, you need to know. We all need to know. What do we all need to know? What do we need to know? What do I need to know? Life is about questioning. Life is about answer. When you ask questions, you get answer. Life is about asking things that you don't know. And life will surely answer you back. So this specific question goes to people that are already in ministry, especially the founders or those that are contemplating to start ministry and they want to go as a founder of a church. Instead of opening church and closing it every year, every now and then, there's problem. You need to close, you go to another place, you need to go and be closing church as if you are opening door and closing your door. Why not take time and find out what is truly your calling? Ask out, did God call me to establish church, to be a church founder? It is not everyone that can pay the price of founding a church. Why? Because there are several questions to answer before you start a church. Starting a church is not for everybody. Ministry is for everybody. In as much that you are a human being, you are in the ministry. It doesn't matter whether you are in church or even a doctor is also into ministry. Food seller is also in ministry. But many people, when God called them, they're supposed to ask questions. Where, how, what, but they don't. Everybody want to have church. Starting a church is not for everybody. Kenneth Copeland is the founder of Kenneth Copeland Ministry. That is a church arm. But he is not the one that pastors the church. He has stayed with his regular conferences, training, hosting ministries, and so on and so forth. Our late man of God, Reverend Umar Opai, was not a Sunday morning church founder, and he was making impact all over the world. So you can make impact without having a church. You can. Everybody, God called us into ministry. Not everybody God called to have a church. Therefore, Dr. Mike Murdock is not known for church things, but he was known for itinerant ministry, even though he later founded a church, but it's not working. So what about Kenneth Hagin? Was not known for church, but known for writing books. If you are a minister of God and you are yet to read one of his books, you will still have a long way to read. What about T.L. Osborne, Ria Bonke, Billy Graham, and several other great men of God? They don't have church. Yes, they attend churches, but that is not their own church. There are some, they founded church, they give it to pastors that God called to be a pastor. But don't be ashamed to hand over to someone and face any other passion you have chose or God has called you to, instead of you starting and closing the church every now and then. Therefore, you must ask yourself several questions you need to know. Let me quickly give you 7 of it. Number 1 is, are you really fully convinced that God called you to start a church? Your conviction is what will help you going against all odds. You will find all odds, but your conviction is not passion alone. Because I have passion. No, it is the conviction. It is the calling. It's not about the collar. It is about the calling upon your head. God called you to go and establish church. Did God call you to go and establish church? If not, hand over that church to somebody that God called to have. So, and be doing other things so that you can have impact. Because the church that you said you are the founder, you are having no impact. Number 2, are you married to a helper or a destroyer? somebody that when you are gathering is scattering. There are some wives, when the husband is gathering member, they start scattering. When there are some husband, when their wife is gathering, they start scattering. They be fighting with members, they be all doing all sort of things, sleeping, all sort of things. Are you married to a helper or somebody that is destroying your ministry? Are you married to somebody that helps you to gather? Or somebody, when you are taking it up, is helping you to pull it down? So you must understand that, because your wife, your husband must be involved in such a thing. If not, go and ask God, what is your calling? Number 3, do you have what it takes to tolerate people? Because church operation is the headquarters of tolerance. If you can't tolerate people, what your junior ones cannot talk to you, how they can't talk to you, how they can't act to you, your member will do worse than that. And you can't get angry. You have to tolerate it. The moment you say you are not tolerating it again, they start leaving. How many people do you want to know? So therefore, you must be able to know that a tolerance is part of founding a church. If you don't have the spirit of tolerance, ask yourself, did God call you to have a church? Number 4 is that do you have what it takes to sit in every church day and night, to be attending churches service Monday? Maybe you have a prayer Tuesday, Bible study Wednesday, counseling Thursday, pastors meeting Friday, all night Sunday you still come. And do you have all that time? Or God gave you another passion so that you can be moving from one place to the other? If not, give that church to somebody that can manage it and have impact. Because you are not even there. You found church, you are not even there. You are not even there for a whole year. So what is the essence of you saying you are the founder? You are the founder, but you are not available. So in church funding, you must be available. Number 5 is that do you have the character to stay with people for a long time? For example, a beautiful ladies in your churches, do you have the characters to stay around them without toasting them, without sleeping with them, or borrowing money without paying back? Because when you borrow money or somebody you slept with, promise other heaven and earth, after that they may not leave. On Sunday they will sit in front of you when you are preaching. All your anointing will just disappear. So at times some people, they misbehave. They say, God has said, let me leave this city, go to another city. No. Number 6 is that in every event that the church did, that is in terms of crowd, if you are paraventure, there's no crowd, there's no cathedral, there's no cash, there's what you are envisaged, that in the next 20 minutes, money will come. In the next 30 minutes, money will come. And money is not coming. 20 years, 30 minutes, are you still going to be funded? Or you are going to say, God, you start selling the property. So if God did not call you into funding the church, you can have the money, you can have the capacity, you have everything. Fund it. Build it. And put all effort and look for somebody that God called to pastor the church. It's not a sin. And you go and do your own ministry. Do your own ministry. Because if you are not ready to be available. So what is the essence? What is the essence of you founding a church? Number 7 is that can you do the same thing for the rest of your life? That is what it means to be a founder. Why? Because doing the same thing for the rest of your life, after sometimes it becomes boring. If it is not your calling, hear it again. It will become boring if it is not your calling. Doing the same thing, Sunday you are preaching, Friday you are going to night vigil every night, it will become boring. But if it is not your calling, it will become boring. So my brothers and sisters, the question you need to ask yourself, did God call me to be a church planter or a church founder? Church planter is different from church founder. You can plant churches and put some people there to pastor. And a founder is somebody that you oversee, that you will sit there and you have to have all these qualities. If not, look for somebody to be in that place, to have impact, for you to have impact in another ministry. God help you. If you gain 1 or 2 things, you can share, like, and put your comment down. Shalom.